Our band is called Young Mistakes, and we're going to be covering the song Alright by Supergrass.
The band consists of 3 members. Other members will be unidentified in the video, except from the lead singer, to create a whole mystery sort of sense. They're going to be British, and they're going to speak very common. They're going to have a very young look, like skinny jeans, a white top, Vans, Converse, like appeal to a teenage audience. They're going to be a very fun band profile. They do not take themselves too seriously, and they experiment with fun ideas with their music. They've recently left college. They're good looking, appeal to the teenage girl fans, and they all play instruments and compose their own songs.
We put some likes and dislikes on there, which obviously you can just, some of them are just kind of silly, joking around stuff. We've got like their favourite foods, their biggest inspirations, like relationship status, like who's the clumsiest band member and stuff, because in interviews and things, the band are going to obviously want to kind of appeal to the audience, and they're going to do that by being kind of personal with them and having a kind of jokey relationship, which is quite like that genre. I do tend to have quite fun interviews and get on with their audience really well. Our logo is going to be made out of like magazine. You can't really see it blurry on here, but like cut out magazine letters to kind of make it a bit fun, because our video is going to be really random and colourful, so we thought it's quite a young, fun, random way of presenting the band.
The idea for the video's main theme is all about having fun. They want to be able to portray their personality to the video, as this will be the first impression they'll say with their fans. The video is going to consist of a lot of colour and party-like props, such as party poppers, paintballs, and it'll be like all phoned in from behind the camera. And we'll be using fake locations that will be completely random by using a green screen to like show how fun our band actually can be and how random. We'll be using time-lapse to show how they're not going to be young forever, and the whole concept of time flies when you're having fun. And it won't follow a specific narrative, but it will be like a montage things and be very unorganised. And
it's going to be unorganised to show the kind of unorganised, kind of fun, like random lifestyle of like young teenage kids that go out and have a good time. We've got some of the shots that we're going to have is we're going to have like the lead singer in front of a green screen. We're going to have the background changer behind him, so it's like a constant kind of change of location to show the kind of like change of location, to show like where they go like all over and they have like a good time. And we're going to have like the time lapse, which is when everything behind goes a lot faster, and we might do it by just having like Billy standing in front of the camera for ages and then just speed it all up, so it looks like again like the time flies and you're having fun. You won't be young forever, kind of grab your moment while you can, really. We're going to have a lot of colour in the video, so there's going to be like paintballs thrown, there's going to be all sorts of stuff which we're going to do, like, but we're going to contrast it with like white backgrounds and white sheets and stuff, and he's going to be all dressed in white at this point. It's just going to be like a really fun kind of thing. It's going to be like a visually appealing video, definitely.
What we want to achieve from this video is we want the band to be recognised as a young, carefree group, different from many artists that take themselves too seriously. We would like to appeal to an audience much like the band, as we feel the band's friendly and fun personalities will relate to the audience extremely well. So not all bands can say they actually do.
We don't want the band to be taken too serious. We don't want them to be. We want them to be taken seriously in the industry though. So we want them to be seen as kind of light-hearted and not too kind of serious, and like not kind of being drawn in by the ideas of commodification and everything and being taken over by the label such as. But we do want the label to take them seriously within the industry and show that they, even though they can have fun and they do like to show that in their videos, they are very serious about their music and what they do. But yeah, they're gonna be like they've got a very unique style which will appeal to the audience. So we don't feel that the record label will have to change the way they are as much as maybe some other artists to fit in.
The way we're going to appeal to our target audience is we're going to be very young and similar to the band, aged 15 to 21. We would have a more unique style, would relate to the unglamorous videos the band creates, being out and having a good time. Both male and female, but mainly male. The band will be role models and the idols of the target audience. Their simple lifestyle will appeal to that of the target audience. They show how to have fun in a safe way.
The target audience is probably going to be very much like the band, like the band's like, they're going to look up to them. We're going to have a band as like quite role models. They're not going to promote drugs or anything like that. They will promote alcohol, but like in a safe way. So they'll promote going out and having a good time, but they'll knowing the limits, because obviously we are aiming this at 15-year-olds. So obviously we don't want it to the point where we want young kids being influenced by it. So drugs aren't going to be promoted or anything like that. The band is going to be very, almost kind of a clean cut band, but not like too preppy. Yeah, they're going to be having fun in a safe way. Some of the band's inspirations we've got, they're kind of bands from a bit back, like further back, because especially now, I think teenagers are kind of being inspired themselves by bands like this from quite a while ago. We've got Pulp, The Smiths, Madness, Blur, and the reasons that they're appealing to them is the music style mainly, and the way that the bands always had their own kind of unique style. They didn't need to dress up because like it was felt to by the record label or anything like that. The relationship with the fans is going to be very similar, so they had their loyal fans, the fans like kind of really enjoy the music and still do to this day, and that's been passed down to children and stuff. And also the idea they're not only victims of commodification, they write the music themselves, but also the fact that what's quite good about them is that where the music and the style is all quite similar, not only will the young people from our generation be appeal to our band, but also it might appeal to some of those that liked them back in their day. And there should be another slide. Yeah, we've got the well, our record label is Island Records, because it should be on there, it's not, because they promote signed Pulp, who's quite an old band that are quite like ours, and also Bombay Bicycle Club, which is quite a fun young band. So both like kind of like both ends. So they've got the modern day version of our band and also an old version of our band they promoted. So over the whole time they've kind of always signed bands like much like ours. And this is our audience profile as well, which we made. I've got that on here. So I don't know how to do. And that's our audience profile. So age 15 to 21, there's not really, like the religion is not going to be any religious people that are necessarily, so like Christians and Catholics aren't necessarily going to be appealed to, they're probably going to be atheist or agnostic. They will have had education, GCSE or A-level, may even have gone to university, they'll still be students, probably quite young. There'll be, a lot of them will be like, single girls will probably be attracted to the band because they tend to obsess on bands who have quite good looking members, and they're going to be like obviously quite attracted to that. And the income of them again would just be student loans and possibly part-time jobs. Like I said before, the fans are very loyal to the music, they live and breathe the music. They'll collect albums, posters, and like kind of other forms of merchandise that they'll usually get from concerts, instead of like, as opposed to like perfumes, the band wouldn't really sell out in that kind of way. There'll be aspirers, the audience will be aspirers, considering they'll be young and not likely to be in a part-time job. They'll be fantasising about a future career, and many of them will want a future career in the music industry. They'll have similar thoughts and traits as the band and enjoy partying and having a laugh just as much as the band will. And they'll take a lot of joy in watching the interviews of the band and creating what they see as a personal relationship with young Mistake. Yeah, that's it.